Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Fan. 22 Jet Bomber, 22.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Squeeze, squeeze, get in there. Jet. General, west.
They'll go again with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Bravo! 66. Echo.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Down.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down. Gets this across the 25-yard line.
There we go, back.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Kill.
On 1st down, Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Kill.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Hey, empty.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
5-9. Here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Come on,
Jets
set.
offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pilot 64, weak. Hey.
Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action with Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit.
Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter in this direction without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Alert!
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Ready, ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Wow, move. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. NYJgab. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Hayward. Foxtrot. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
There we go. Back. 3-5-7. Great.
From midfield, here's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is
inside,
2nd and 10.
Yes.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3-5-7. 81. Here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And this one's high, but not very far. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay,
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
H32AT, chopper.
To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground, because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Bring it to you.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot, because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ram.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I just wonder if defensively they're starting to think that, hey, we've kept them to nothing so far. They've got to take a shot downfield and look like they were prepared for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Sunday!
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
46 down, man. 74.
Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey,
Here's Wentz to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Come on,
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ready.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. All again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Yes! Zoom, fellas, let's go!
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Uzomah. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
61, matchbox, right. Orbit.
Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Let's go.
Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now! Hard! Ready!
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Wentz. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Kill.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
Now Wentz gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Wentz's throw complete there to Bateman. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He gives this underneath to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
14, 82.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 52 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with that last touchdown, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Alpha. Go, go.
60 minutes.
Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Sunday.
To throw is Wentz. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Bravo! Protein spill. Echo.
Throwing now is Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzama. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, ready. Go.
Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Wilson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Okay, break. C6. Hey. Exit.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Ready up.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Haywood.
One last shot for Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single